Hello, and thanks for clicking the play button. My name's Chris Ellison and I'm the marketing manager here at Westwood Motor Group here in Wigan. Here in Westwood we provide a vast range of cars and vans from pretty much every major manufacturer you care to name, and today I'd like to show you around one of the larger vans we have available right here, right now, and available to drive away. This is the 2020 Volkswagen Crafter. This particular Crafter is the Startline model with the business pack added as an additional upgrade, as well as an automatic gearbox, which we'll get to later. Straight away you can see that it's a great big, good looking van from one of the big German brands whose engineering prowess already inspires confidence. But as you're still watching, we might as well have a closer look and we'll see if we can spot just why this van has been the Parker's Van of the Year for 3 years running. This, the latest model of the Crafter, is one of the newest vans on the road. You may or may not know that VW Crafters and Mercedes Sprinters, which we also have available for hire, used to be assembled alongside one another. Since 2018, however, that agreement between Volkswagen and Mercedes ended, and Volkswagen moved their big van production to their own facilities, building the factory from scratch and redesigning the Crafter from the ground up, both taking full advantage of the latest technology and production methods. This has resulted in one of the most advanced vans on the road. Even the engine is new. On the surface, this might just be another big, albeit modern looking panel van, but it's what's inside that counts, and Crafter's utilitarian exterior belies just how impressive a job Volkswagen's boffins have done when creating their latest big van. Okay, obvious stuff first, it's huge. It might not be the most interesting bit of the Crafter, but it's amongst the most important. You get a van to move things around, and are probably keen to know just how much stuff fits in the back. Thankfully, the answer is lots. Lots and lots of stuff. This is just the standard length Crafter, which has an internal load length approaching 3.5 metres. It's high roof version, so the ceiling is approaching 1.8 metres from the floor, and wall to wall is still quite a generous width as well. Naturally, Crafters come in a variety of longer and taller variants, as well as varying levels of equipment. And as always, you can rely on us to stock the pick of the range right here at Westwood. Anyway, there's only so much you can say about the space behind the bulkhead. So, let's get to the fun stuff up front. Given the opportunities to wipe the design slate clean, Volkswagen have really gone to town on the new Crafter, and it shows. A whole lot of thought has been put into every aspect of this new van, and it's obvious that VW have made a sincere effort to understand and to cater for the needs of the people who drive their vans, not just the needs of the fleet managers who buy vans but might never sit in one. Both sets of needs are capably accommodated by the new Crafter. As you can see, the cabin is very definitely, unmistakably a Volkswagen, even without the big shiny logo on the steering wheel. Volkswagen always do a great job laying out their dash and the controls, and there's no difference in the Crafter. There's a clear quality to the materials and a feeling of solid durability throughout. The large touchscreen takes pride of place in the middle of the dash, and it's slick and responsive. It does a great job of reducing glare even on sunny days. There's all the usual features you'd expect, and anyone who's driven any reasonably recent Volkswagen car or van will be more than familiar with the layout. There's DAB radio controls for connecting Bluetooth devices, various vehicle options, and as we've upgraded to front and back parking sensors, there's a stylish visualisation the moment you put it in reverse. In appearance, the interior is a larger version of the Volkswagen Transporter, and just like its smaller stablemate, it's light and airy with a premium feel and has loads of shelves, cubbies and storage for all of your travel essentials. The inside of the glove compartment conceals a pair of SD card slots, one of which is used by the sat-nav and the CD drive. There are 3 front seats, and thanks to the dash-mounted gear stick, the middle passenger isn't going to be sitting crookedly or complaining about knee room. Here you can see that this van has the 8-speed automatic gearbox as an optional extra, but the standard 6-speed manuals are also available for those of us who like to change our own gears. If you don't have a middle passenger, then the middle backrest can serve as a makeshift desk or a dining table, and for me at least, Just goes to show how much thought has gone into looking after van users. Most vans with a central table like the Crafter have some kind of pull or lever to unlock the back seat to allow it to fold forward. Normally, you'd have to pull the lever with one hand and pull the seat forward with the other. It's a two-handed job is what I'm saying. In the Crafter, however, pulling the seat release here tips the seat a little, and you can then let go and push it the rest of the way. Once you're done with your table, pull a second time, and once again there's a little movement to keep it unlocked, and you can let go and push the seat back up. It's super convenient. The table itself adds 2 more cup holders to those already in the dashboard, and there are a couple of slots here for either your pen or for keeping a clipboard, phone or tablet secure in an upright position. No modern vehicle these days will be without somewhere to charge your electronic devices, and the Crafter is no exception. There's a 12 volt standard socket in the middle here, right where you'd expect it to be, and there's another to the left of the dash. The driver's side of the dash has a USB socket and an auxiliary socket for linking your phone up to the audio and infotainment system and making use of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto functionality. In the case of this particular van though, there's no need. We've spec'd this Crafter up with Volkswagen's own sat-nav system, so there's no need to use Waze or Google Maps through your phone unless you really want to. If you've not driven a big van for a while, or maybe you've not driven one at all, you might be surprised at just how car-like pretty much all vans are these days. In fact, if you have a car that's more than a few years old, you might well find that a new Crafter has more in the way of technology than your everyday set of wheels. As I mentioned before, even the Startline model, like this one, has a whole load of really smart high-tech electronic bits and pieces included as standard. Many of these though aren't as obvious as others. The power steering, for example. Just like the Mercedes Sprinter, the new Crafter has moved from hydraulic to electric power steering. This doesn't make a huge difference to the feel on the road, but it does open up the door for your Crafter to take a more active role in helping make your drive safer. Crosswind assist, a function to help you keep in lane, as well as emergency automatic braking are all made possible by the new system. One thing that you'll notice when driving the Crafter is what a great job it does of dampening the road noise. Again, not really something van drivers need, but it's certainly something van drivers will appreciate. Out on the roads, the Crafter's a nice, smooth, easy drive. Around town, made all the easier by the automatic gearbox, which just gives me less to do so I can concentrate on the road more. Right this moment I'm using the built-in Volkswagen satellite navigation system, which gives me visualization on the main center console, and also on the instrument binnacle here there's a smaller version of it, so wherever I look I've got information about where I need to be and where I need to go, which is it's a nice touch and it's pretty useful. In addition to the visualization from the sat-nav system, I'm also getting voice guidance as well.
Now drive straight ahead.
There you go. So I've just stopped at traffic lights, and obviously there's a stop-start system, so the engine switches itself off while I'm stationary, and then as I'm ready to go, fires up again. I know that some stop-start systems can feel a little bit sluggish to respond when you're ready to go, but that was perfectly fine. As soon as I lifted my foot off the brake, it went. So perfectly satisfactory, especially for a van. Okay, entering the motorway, and that automatic gearbox is really, really useful. Obviously I'm not having to rapidly cycle through gears. I can just put my foot down and let the auto take care of it. And I have to say, it's doing a really good job. Yeah, I'm at full motorway speed here, and the noise in the cabin, while noticeable, is still quite a lot less than you'd expect in a van. And of course there's nothing in the back at the moment. The noise and the ride would be a little bit smoother and a little bit quieter if I had cargo on board. As you'd expect in a van, especially a large van like this, I'm sitting much higher than the rest of the traffic, which gives me a commanding view of the road ahead, and I can also see plenty in the large wing mirrors either side. That, combined with the distinctly car-like handling, means this is a great van to live with, and it's a really nice drive. If, like me, you've hired vans over the last 10 to 15 years, you'll you'll acknowledge just how far vans have come along in that time. I mean, obviously they're still large, capable load luggers, but the stuff that looks after the driver has improved magnificently. Back in the day, they used to be big, smelly, noisy and rattly, and now they're smooth, elegant and as car-like as they can be for a vehicle this size. It's amazing to see the evolution of the things, and the Crafter here is, well, a perfect exemplar of that. So some of you might remember that only a few years ago, having an automatic gearbox, satellite navigation, air conditioning, they were all really they were all reserved just for kind of premium and high-end cars, kind of luxury stuff from Germany. And now you'll find them everywhere. The idea that you might one day find them in a van at the time seemed a little bit mad, but here we are, and this is just what the van's got. I wonder what else vans will have in 5 years' time. All in all, the latest version of the Crafter is a really nice piece of engineering, and it's a nice van. If you're a business owner smart enough to get some Crafters for your fleet, then you won't regret the decision. And if you're a driver lucky enough to find yourself sat in one of these, you'll understand exactly what I've been talking about throughout this video. Anyway, back to Westwood. So if you're looking for a large van that looks well, drives well and is easy to live with, then the new Volkswagen Crafter might well be the van for you. And you won't find better prices than we offer right here at Westwood. As ever, we challenge you to rent for less. Don't forget, if you need sign writing or accessories like tow bars, roof racks, internal racking or beacons, etc., we can get those arranged for you, so all you need to do is drive it away. The Crafter is an incredible award-winning van, and it's already extremely popular, especially with fleet users, thanks to its cost effectiveness and premium appeal. Of course, as we're not tied to any particular manufacturer, it goes without saying that other large vans are available, at prices you simply won't be able to beat. Naturally, the Crafter isn't the only van that we do here at Westwood. We're not tied to brand or to make or to model, so as you can see we have lots of vans here available to hire, with commercial vehicles starting from £239 a month and ready to drive away right now. We've got the lot here at Westwood. For brand new, high-spec vans, cut your costs and improve your image with Westwood Motor Group right here in Wigan. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to make sure you never miss out on our latest vehicles and our latest news. Anyway, my name's been Chris Ellison, and I'll see you next time.